Hello, my name is Isabel Moore, and I will be doing a presentation on William Blake, who was a poet, author, artist, and engraver. So, William Blake was born on November 28th, 1757. He had a good childhood where his parents had money, so he was able to run around the country and be homeschooled. However, he came to them telling them that he had a vision of angels. So this prompted his family to get him enrolled into art school at 10 years old. He eventually went on to an apprenticeship at 14 to a master engraver in the Royal Academy, where he got his formal education at 21. Blake originally started out singing his poems, and he was fairly successful in this. One of his first poems was Poetical Sketches, which was published in 1783. Blake started using illuminating printing to make his books, which were taught to him by his brother who is dead. Some of the works that you can find this illuminating printing in are the Book of Theo, Jerusalem, and Songs of Experience. Blake also used intaglio engraving on a couple of his books, which was pretty good, but it took a while to do. So then Blake went on to write many more works and is considered to be part of the Romantic era. So he later got an offer to draw illustrations for the Divine Comedy by Dante. He worked extensively to finish this up until his death. On his last day, he drew a sketch of his wife and sung some hymns. A couple hours later, he died on August 12, 1827. After his death, his wife continued to sell his books, but not without consulting his spirit, who visited her every night. When she eventually died, a friend took up the selling of the remaining works. So, some of his works include the complete illuminated books of William Blake, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, Songs of Innocence, Poems of William Blake, The Book of Urizen, and America of Prophecy. So the Book of Urizen has many similarities to the Bible. It is about a character named Urizen who is a mythical creature. He's kind of a man with leprosy. He appears with the Book of Laws and is cast down by the other creatures because they feel like he is trying to be better than them. So has a guardian angel by the name of Los, and he lets him see the world that he created. Urizen does not like this world, and he makes the people ignorant since they cannot follow the laws. He puts basically a blindfold over their eyes. And so the purpose of this book is to show how reasoning stops imagination and that there are problems with laws even now. The next book is The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. This book is only about 29 pages. Blake talks about good and evil and how both of these are needed in the world for different reasons. He says that evilness is not what we think it is, and it is better for people to be able to truly express themselves. Blake talks about how he visited hell and how free thinkers are able to be fully free. This story was made to go against some of the religious information that we were taught and to give a different perspective. This is why it is important. This is why William Blake was very important in the religious era, romantic era, because he had different thoughts from the Bible than many of the other people. The next book is America of Prophecy. This book shows about the American Revolution and features characters like George Washington and even mythical beings from his other books like Orc and Urizen. The 13 angels end up switching sides from their leader and fight for America, and this makes their leader very mad, and he's like Europe in the war. This is showing the fight for creativity over reasoning, which Blake enjoys showing and has shown in many of his books. So some of William Blake's contributions are he is identified as the first major English poet after John Milton. He is one of the big six of English romantic poets. He even has a Blaze Prize named after him for it's a prize for artwork that is religious. And his book The Marriage of Heaven and Hell was the first example of free verse. His book Jerusalem inspired the title of the movie Chariots of Fire. The modern graphic novels or comic books traces his roots back to his illuminated poems and prophetic books. And he even influenced musicians. Led Zeppelin's song Achilles' Last Stand was influenced by Robert Plant's reading of Blake's The Dance of Albonian. And here are my references. Thank you.